Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say it's something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Episode 221. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
Yeah. You feel me? Oh man, it's been 2 weeks, Slick. Do I remember the intro, man? Oh, please download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android. Make sure you follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you're in the brand new business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe everywhere because that helps out with the algorithm. All right, Slick. The people was asking where we've been at, man.
Oh, I'm supposed to answer you.
Cuz.
Respectfully, I take the blame for week 1. Week 2, nobody said nothing, so that had nothing to do with me.
No, because you know I'm ready to pod all time.
I didn't say you wasn't. I just said nobody said anything last week. 2 weeks ago, I'll take the blame. I'm getting acclimated to several new situations right now. So
facts, blessings.
Yeah, all good things. So it's definitely just been, transformative and just a period of time to kind of like reevaluate some things. So I've been in that lane for a little minute. And then last weekend, niggas ain't say nothing. So yeah, we here today. Tox will be with us, but he's navigating his waters too. But he'll be back hopefully next week. He might even pop up by the middle of this episode, hopefully. So yeah, man. Welcome back. We here. We got a nice action-packed episode. We had to pull some stuff off the docket because some shit just didn't help no legs.
He's hating. I was trying to get fans. He didn't want to he didn't want to pod. I had topics on the board. He would have taken off.
Now I don't want to pod. All right, start the episode. I'm about to pod my ass off. Let's go.
All right. Weekly check-ins. How you feeling?
I feel
for
good,
the last
man.
2 or 3 weeks.
Real introspective shit. I feel like I'm becoming the man I was supposed to be 5 years ago. High key. So it's definitely been a lot of positive energy, a lot of positive opportunities. Miss y'all on the pod. I don't never listen to this shit or never, check the comments or nothing. But if y'all was really looking for us, we appreciate that. And we here to keep giving you that flavor. So what's up? What up?
See how he treating y'all guys? Even though we almost to 300 on YouTube, shout out to y'all for all that. Also, you got to opt now. UNA got to opt. I just want to let you know, my therapist said it's up and it's stuck with y'all. Because I keep calling him. The white guy. I told him. Y'all be disrespecting because he white.
All right. Breezy a rat. Gunna a rat. Yak a white.
So, yeah, he said, it's up and it's stuck with y'all.
If a white man said that to me in this current climate, we might have to fight. Like I said, because
I was talking about a situation, and I kept mentioning I said remember I used to talk about Dr. Asia Jones on the pod, and I said that he was like, oh yeah, did you ever and I was like, nah, they make fun of me every time I bring you up. He's like, what? Why? I'm like, oh, I can't eat it because you white. He's like, it's up. I was like, he didn't say that, but he's like, fuck y'all.
If he want to pull up, he might be down. I don't know. I'm learning again. When you interact with people, like I said, it's all good. Like we could be cool, Mr. White Therapist. I just damn, you out here talking to Master. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Shout out to my guy, though. But this past 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie, I've been injured. I had a tennis elbow. Oh my God, getting old is not fun at all, gang.
You was playing pickleball? How the hell you get tennis elbow at 40?
Nah, it's like, the tennis elbow when you can't bend your elbow and and then I had a small fracture in my elbow. Then I had a irritation in my foot. Oh Lord, this last 2 weeks been I haven't been in the best of moods, but I'm here to pod. We here today. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff that's been going on. We took 2 weeks off when a lot of shit started going on. when it's slow, we consistent. When it's hot, that's when we sit here take a break. But we are here now. First of all, let's get the RIP out the way. RIP Giorgio Armani. You feel me? Oh, did he like black people? Let me make sure, because you know them old designers.
Yeah, you never really know, but I think at the end of the day, he had an impact on the culture, impact on, high fashion and whatnot. So shout out to Giorgio Armani.
And then now,
disclaimer alert. At this point of the episode, remember, this is a podcast. We are sharing our pop culture opinions. Fuck it, I'll even say some of our personal opinions might bleed into this. If you got a problem with it, you got a problem with it. Remember, it's all in good fun. You may continue.
Facts. All righty, man. Let's talking about the assassination of Charles Kirk that happened in Utah yesterday. The political, what do we like to call him? Political mind, activist. Spokesperson.
Activist is a strong word. I won't go too crazy. I will say he is a far right political. I say navigator. Like he speaks on a lot of topics from the far right perspective, and if you looked like him and subscribed to his thinking, you probably thought that he was a very powerful voice in your space. He was a big voice in the space. He's an
author and a media personality.
Yeah. And then if you didn't look like him, you probably thought that he was pre-assassination. That you probably thought that he was a piece of shit. Respectfully.
Yeah. So he was in Utah during his college debate tour. He likes to go to different colleges and debate with students and other people who tends to have different views. Mm-hmm. During a segment when he's debating with someone, a rifleman shot him in the neck and he passed away.
And before we would go forward, at the end of the day, children lost their father. A wife lost her husband. A mother lost her son. And regardless of political ideology, regardless of rhetoric and whatnot, that's not okay. We don't condone death and violence in that space. Carry on before, shit goes left.
Oh, yeah, but just want to put him, because he was actually born the same year you was. He was at 31. His birthday was in October, so it's around the same age around us. But there's been a lot of divide on social media. A lot of people are condemning people who are laughing at his death. A lot of people are not showing sympathy. A lot of other political political personalities are expressing their concerns. We had President Biden, we had former President Barack Obama speak. You have our President Trump over here going to give him the President of Honor medal. What's your thoughts, Slick, on all of this?
Ooh, very loaded. I've had to navigate this from multiple perspectives. Like I said, again, I don't condone murder. I don't condone the death of a father and husband, right? Because again, that's something that, regardless of your personal beliefs and whatnot, like that family is forever impacted. I think that to the people that are laughing about it and making jokes about it, like, the internet is not a real place, so people can hide behind the internet to do whatever they want and say whatever they want. So I don't take too much stock in it, but it does show the desensitization of the culture, right? Which is that in itself a topic we could probably spend hours on. It's ironic, the irony of the situation, that a man that totes far right rhetoric and has been on record saying, hey, people can, and this is a loose quote, I'm not quoting exactly, but he said things along the lines of, like, if people gotta die, it's okay because if the Second Amendment is still in place, and spoken on things and had conversations, which again, as I said, if you looked like him and thought like him, he could have been he was your guy. He might have been the far right Stephen A. Smith, right? And if you didn't look like him and think like him and speak like him, you probably saw him as a piece of shit for the rhetoric that he was spewing, and in his current climate is very dangerous. I found myself in a situation today where it was like, oh, somebody had a moment of silence about it. And my response was like, I get it, because his words don't affect you. And you don't have to directly interact with the people that think like that, or at least you can be like, oh, I disagree with you across the dinner table together. Like, that's the thing. Versus us, who, if somebody with a badge or with some kind of power subscribes to that same line of thinking and sees us in a space that they don't think we deserve to be in, that could be everything from our lives to our livelihoods.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the conversation. Now, the politicization of this is where I'm getting scared, because you're also saying, like, okay, Presidential Medal of Freedom, cool, or honor, whatever it is. The the national media outlets making him the front, like, as it should be a front page story, but making him a martyr for this left versus right conversation. Even in the House, or it was the Senate, where during a moment of silence, people are screaming out no, and it's like, you guys did this. Like, we are really living in a cold civil war, or a civil cold, wherever you want to determine this time. And it's scary because people are dying now because of what they say. And I not laugh, but I find it humorous that in situations where a black victim is assaulted, murdered, maimed, in some of these situations, these same people that are crying, which again, this is your guy, so I get it. When you feel connected to somebody and you lose them, you have a right to have an emotional outburst, but at the same time, you made jokes when it was against the people that don't fit your agenda,
Facts.
And I think that's the hard part. That's the line that I toe, where it's just like, yo, father, husband, young. While I thought he was an idiot, do I think he deserved to die? Absolutely not. But to certain people who have, again, oh my God, I can't believe they would do this, these animals. You got tweets about George Floyd and laughing about saying this is the 50th anniversary of him being sober.
Yep.
So it's like, on both sides, we can't have it be one-sided. You get it? Like, you can't turn this to a one-sided conversation. And unfortunately, where we are as a country and as a people right now, it's going to be one-sided. If you condemn Charlie Kirk for his rhetoric and his actions and things he said and disagree with him, and take it even a step further to make a joke about it, there's a lot of political backlash, because there's not many outlets that allow us to have conversation. We don't talk to each other. We argue and yell through texts, through paragraphs.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And just to piggyback on what you said, the reason why I'm not championing it the way other people is championing his death is because you open the market now for other political activists to get.
It's a get back. It's get back season.
Yeah. To get in harm's way. So that's why I'm not championing it, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be getting killed for your opinions and such. Now, I don't mess with his views at all, especially recently when he did that debate table from Jubilee, and he was saying, like, black people are better left in slavery because they committed less crimes and stuff. I don't, yeah.
And again, I've said it before, and again, I'm speaking in this tone delivery because I want people to hear me, right? There is a rhetoric and an ideology that we, black people, minorities, but I'm gonna just say stick to black, because remember, for the hierarchy to work for so many years, capitalism work, there had to be somebody on the bottom, and for every situation, most of the time, we're pushed to the bottom, right? No resources, no support, no help. To validate your existence or the reason why you might be struggling, and to put that on the backs of other, saying it's because other people are starting to come up, or other people are doing this, or there's crime in this city or that city, and using that as a launching pad to validate yourself, will never sit okay with me. Because we have the historical context of seeing what has happened to people that look like you and me and to most of our listeners, based on people feeling that way and having the power to do so and not being brought to justice over it. And in the current climate we live in, this is probably going to continue, and it's going to get a lot worse. There will be people that will feel justified. We even talked about January 6th. People felt justified in storming the Capitol, having a terrorist insurrection on American soil, and then they were let off the hook. Killed military police, right? Made choices that if they were black or brown or any other non-white Christian denomination straight like circumstances would have been deemed as such. And again, no man, woman, child deserves to die for their views and opinions. At the same time, these this part of the conversation, those views, thoughts, and opinions typically come with death warrants for people that look like you and me in certain situations. So I send healing energy to his family, his loved ones, his children, absolutely his children, because that's something that unfortunately caught on in real time. They will have to live with that forever, and that is disgusting. But to the people that, again, are trying to make this, not even trying, they're going to make him the martyr of the movement.
Of course.
I ask, where is the realization of the faults in the system? You talk about protecting your Second Amendment right. That was just used to take out this gentleman for his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, again,
beautifully said.
Healing energy didn't deserve that. But all we're doing now is getting closer and closer to the civil unrest becoming another civil war in America, if it hasn't already.
And before we get to other topics, just condolences to people that have been affected in the mass shootings in the last 2-3 weeks. Also to all my people who are attending HBCU, who got several threats on campus, please take care of yourselves. Make sure y'all take safety measures. We don't know what's going to happen at the HBCUs with all the threats, and then also just condolences for the past mass shootings that's been going on.
Can we be real about that too? Like, think about this, right? Again, unfortunate, not supposed to happen, right? We're talking about getting back at average college kids, right? We don't know their opinion. We don't know their stance. We just seen a video, a month ago of black conservatives who probably agreed with Charlie Kirk, right? And it's just like this idea of get backs and, revenge and I'm standing up for my country. How did we get here? Like, and we've probably been here forever.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like it's not feeling like 2025. It's not feeling futuristic. It's not feeling like there are people that want to go back to 1825. And that idea of like, I am better than you. I own you. Our political cabinets, our political leaders. We just had the Supreme puts on the docket. The Supreme Court just said the ICE has the right to racially profile. Think about that. A mass police force can say, based on how you look and how you sound, I have the right to search and seize you, violating the Constitution. Charlie Kirk was exercising his right to freedom of speech. His gunman, again, in some twisted way, because that's what we fight for on the right? Exercise his Second Amendment or their Second Amendment right. And that's scary, right? Because now we're finding this our Constitution doesn't work. America's not great. We got to peel back DEI and DIE and FY. Like, you can't work here and you got to go here. And it's scary. It's terrifying. But again, with the people in power, this is where we're at. So just be safe, be smart, be aware. And again, I think as they talk about the revolution is not being televised, but also the conversations. I think this is the perfect example that you're not going to change people's minds. We have years post Civil Rights Act of integration, of opportunities to work together, of seeing the highlights on both sides of our country. Today is September 11th. Think about how united as a country we were coming together, and then even in that there was some prejudice and racist shit happening, right? But on a day where it didn't matter what color you were, people died going to work, just going to provide for their families, and we were able to come together as a nation and say, hey, we got to hold each other down.
Yeah.
And then today's the anniversary, 24 years, right? The anniversary of September 11th, we are talking about the right versus the left and people dying because of their opinions. And who else is going to die after this? Like, that's fucking scary. And sorry for ranting, but I just like, this is what's needed. This is real shit. So, again, prayers to his family, everybody else, like prayers to everybody out there, like, because outside, you can't afford to ignore it. Put it that way. And the way life is set up,
you can't bat an eye to it no more.
Yeah, you like pay attention to the rooms that you're in.
Okay. On to other news, man. You didn't want to talk about this, but you know, America's favorite sweetheart, T Swift, and former black man Travis Kelce announced their engagement during our break. Skip, what you feel about it, man? Skip. Slick.
I mean, congrats.
I know you're going to turn up for this engagement, though. French Montana announces engagement. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not going to do it. To the Princess of Dubai, Slick. Come on, this got to be a turn up, Slick. I get a little applause for a man from the Bronx, Slick, from the dirty, dirty damn Bronx. All to Dubai, Slick.
I only clap because hopefully that means he doesn't make any more music.
Don't do that. That's hate.
That nigga put out an album with songs from 5 years. He pulled the Cardi B. Oh, Cardi dropped tonight. I just realized Cardi dropped in a couple hours. Okay, let's have fun. Let's turn up. We could.
Come on now. You're not supporting French Montana.
I'm happy.
That's inspiration. That's inspiration, Slick. A man from the Bronx made it all the way to marry the Princess of Dubai.
I'd rather listen to Doghouse 20 more times and talk about this.
Oh, we don't talk about. Okay, you moving too far ahead in this episode. Okay, all right. Shout out to French Montana. Shout out to the Bronx. You heard?
Congratulations.
I be shitting on y'all too many times. But okay, Slick. What you think about Jay-Z's bid for the casino that he's trying to build in New York, man? What's your thoughts?
I think for him on the business front, that's dope. I do think it's going to displace a lot of people. It might create some jobs, but I mean, the way the city is structured right now, I don't know where or how he going to get that joint put off. I see Nas on the ones in Queens, but
But this says like Roc Nation and Caesar Palace and SL Green are investing $5.4 billion in the new casino in New York City and pledging more than 250 M's to improve the community over the next decade. $83 million for patrolling officers and technology upgrades such as AI cameras at street corners. $3.2 million for drop-in centers near the subway for nonprofit organizations. $16.5 million for public realm improvements such as public restroom, landscaping, hardscaping, lighting in public spaces. $10 million to reduce traffic congestions. $20 million to create and operate child care free services. $5 million to new centers for excellence in sexual health that will expand access to affirmative care for LGBTQ plus patients. $15 million, for Civil Rights Foundation to build new museums by Reverend Al Sharpton. $8 million will go to local organizations.
All you're saying is this, and I'm going to paraphrase this very beautifully for you. He's saying, I'm not putting my $1 billion casino in no fuck ass areas. We're going to build that bitch up because it's cheap to get that shit. And he's going to actually try to keep all the stakeholders, everybody that you just named, just want to get a piece of the pie.
I'm trying to see if I can donate like $1,000 and see if I can.
Didn't they say that? They said you could be an investor for like $500 or something like that. I think I just read something about that.
Slick, but let's put that little $5. You never know what might hit in the future, gang.
I need to
generational wealth.
I need to see a prospectus. I need to see what that $5 going to turn that $5. If I get $25,000 back, sure, why not?
Facts. In 10 years?
Yeah, it sounds like a little susu. Let's do it.
But I don't know, man, because the Barclays Center, even though I like the Barclays Center and shout out to the Nets and all that, it did do a lot for the community, but it also did negatively for the community as well. It displaced a lot of people. It raised the prices. A lot of those mom and pop stores around that area got taken out by big corporations. And this is the same thing that's going to happen with this casino.
It's going to be worse.
I'd rather you put it in, now, I was going to say Times Square, but Times Square is already crazy as it is. I don't want people getting drunk and then going to the casino in Times Square already. But I would rather put it in a commercial area already dedicated to that instead of going to an empty lot or empty near community and basically restructuring that whole community. What's your thoughts?
I think I'd like that, but I think we're too far gone. I think that New York City is being pushed to become a renter state, or at least a renter city. And the idea of you want as many attractions as possible because people already be paying sky high rents. So no matter where they put it, the skyscrapers are going to come. The hotels are going to come because they're going to make it an attraction. But it's like people are getting displaced regardless. So I just think this is one of those things where it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. Because it's already hard as fuck to live in the city as it is.
That's a fact. Well, we'll see more if he wins the bid for it. Other news, we got a lot of quick celebrity news. Alex, a.k.a. Effie Lapierre, was arrested 2 weeks ago. Slick, I put this on the docket because, first of all, her mugshot was eaten. Shout out to her mugshot tea. And also, I just want to sit here and say, girl, I'll bail you out any other day of the week, girl. I don't care how much bail money you got, Effie. You don't gotta beat a nigga in front of his kids in front of me, all right? Respectfully. And then also during our 2-week break, Slick, Funkmaster Flex night, Funkmaster Flex announced his last day at Hot 97 in the beginning of September. Slick, what's your thoughts about Funkmaster Flex legacy in radio and also a potential RICO case that's going against all radios across America?
I mean, regardless how you felt about the Flex bomb, he gonna take 30 minutes to play a new song when he used to get them exclusive.
That's a fact, because nobody remember the Otis night when Jay-Z and Kanye announced Otis. That nigga played, how long was that? For 30 minutes to an hour that they kept replaying that shit with so many damn bombs, Slick. I was like, God damn, like.
Yeah, nah.
And you, as a New Yorker, you had to endure it.
Yeah,
back in the radio, you had to endure his bombs because we didn't have, the internet was that strong at that time.
It wasn't even that the internet was strong; it wasn't streaming. So it's like that's how you got the music. Either you got it, you had to copy it in other ways. Shout out to LimeWire or any of those websites.
Nah, LimeWire pissed me off because sometimes you would download a song and it'd be a whole different other bullshit.
Yeah, you download a song, it's a whole you're right.
You sound like you download Otis from Kanye, you might get the Poopity Scoop Kanye song.
That's a fact. But a shout out to a legend wrapping up. If there is a Radio RICO, especially when you think about like major markets, that nigga would know.
Come on now. The red button, Slick. That's what people are saying. They're saying that there's a lot of money laundering. So first it started off as just an investigation on payola. As you know, radio stations are not allowed to participate in payola because that's against the law. But shout out to Rory from New Orleans Mall and other people, they are saying that it ain't just payola now, Slick. It's basically money laundering that is going on where they are throwing a lot of money into these radio stations and getting tax-free profit back over here. So there's a lot of people saying, potentially, allegedly, iHeart and other major labels might. I think Rory said that, ain't going to change nothing. They're just going to find a drop man and put the blame on him, which, that's what America do. You feel me? But it's getting crazy now. We already know behind the scenes there's a lot of corruptions and stuff like that going on. So I'm not surprised at that. But for Funkmaster Flex, a lot of people are alleging that he might be on his Young Thug or 6ix9ine shit, Slick.
Protect your neck. Jail ain't no place for no old head.
And then real quick before we get to music, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about music. Kehlani, first of all, I got beef with you. Homie court over here. You in Rome over here. Stay off my wife's comments and likes, man. You feel me? I don't disrespect y'all and y'all loving wives over here. I stay respectful. Why I can't give you the same respect with my wife, Kehlani?
I was just showing respect. It was like I see you, boy.
No, because you see me in them comment section every post, and also all the people that don't give you invitation to like and tell me about let me be thirsty in peace. I don't bother nobody, okay? I don't bother nobody. I'm a hardworking man who don't do no crimes. If I want to comment thirst comments under my booze pic, let me rock out. But Slick, I got beef. You're not the only person I got beef with too, cause Casanet. What's going on, gang? You have my boo over there looking scrumptious, dillyumptious over there. You have my boo looking scrumptious, dillyumptious. We didn't talk about this, but Kai Mafia-thon 3 is happening right now for the whole month of September. He has had a lot of celebrities, and he's been doing a lot of musical acts and stuff like that. Shout out to Kai, you feel me? My half Haitian brother, but he had my boo Kehlani there, and he had a workout day, Slick. Yo, I'm so upset that she didn't wait until I get some money until she turned lesbian, Slick. Like, you could have waited. You could have waited. Like, you had to fuck with young YG. You didn't have to fuck with PMD, nigga. You could have fucked with me. We could have been. I could have. Slick, my brother. Did you?
Damn, bro.
I eat coochie too. No, I could dress in flannels in a snapback, Slick. You feel me? Respectfully, man. But shout out to her because Folded is doing really good on the charts, and now there's a new challenge for Folded as well too. So shout out to my boo Kehlani. All right, Slick. Now this one, Slick. Vontae. If you don't know who this content creator is,
that just means you're not in the know. We're not going to go too crazy. Relax.
Well, he is a corn specialist or corn analyst. he gives his debate on this, and I just want to give him appreciation because once I first saw him do his video, I was like, nah, niggas really have a goonin first take, basically. Him and a lot of creators, they basically have a goonin first take. But Slick, guess who he just linked up with, Slick?
Oh.
Princess Emily.
All right,
my nigga made it.
Yeah, well done, sir.
My nigga made it. Yo, I didn't know about your game. I didn't know this was you. I thought you were just giving me views, but you having dinner with them now, gang? I see the play, and I respect the play, and I'm hating low key because I should have started that. There's a couple people that I put on that list I wanted to meet. Well, shout out to you, Vontae, and also shout out to Cam Patterson, a comedian. He just signed with SNL. If you don't know, Cam Patterson became viral for working on Kill Tony and his stands up, and now that he signed with SNL, I'm proud of just a black man, a black comedian from Florida. You feel me? Doing his thing. So shout out to Cam Patterson as well. And then now let's get into music, Slick. Over the last 2 weeks, Slick, Rat Atlanta is what they've been calling it so far. What's your thoughts about all the snitching allegations and the AI? People are saying it's AI, but, you know, leaked jail conversation from Young Thug, from Wham to QC. Even 6ix9ine is trying to butt his head in on this. Like, what's your thoughts about everything going on?
6ix9ine tries to jump in because it's giving him a reason to say something. He ain't been relevant since he got they him to.
You know what pissed me off? He said like, "Yo, is levels to snitching now?" He said Young Thug and Gun is like level 2, level 5, and he's level 10. That boy can't stay out the media.
Yeah, it's how he make his bag. I mean, it's disappointing because I'm like, yo, he used to have these conversations in confidence. So the fact that you could just like ask for the public records and just release them to no consequence, I don't like that. I think that's fucked up. That seems like a violation of privacy, and it seems legal, but it is. This is America. So some of the shit he was saying, I'm like, the nigga, he's locked up. At that point, he don't think he ever getting out. If he want to tell, let him tell.
Nah, because I hate about the jail calls, because if you're familiar with someone that been to jail, you know niggas in jail just like talking shit, bro.
Absolutely, but they can't do shit else.
You feel me? So I don't like that. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Whoever was against him in that trial, y'all slick. Y'all knew he was gonna get away, so you was like, you know what? Let me fuck his game up. Let me fuck his career up. Leak these conversations. I don't think we should take any heed to it, because it's like, yo, he's in jail. He just talking shit. He just trying to pass time, bro. But some of the stuff that he talked about in the jail call was kind of crazy. What's your thoughts about him saying Pluto was a bad father? he fathered all these kids and he not taking care of this kid.
Nigga,
Yeah.
he can say whatever he want. He was in jail. He didn't think he was going home.
He's talking about how he's so he's fucking a female correctional officer. I ain't gonna lie, Mariah the Scientist, he gave you new material. He gave you new material. Then what's your thoughts about his opinion on the Metro Boom and Drake beef? So apparently, after 3 weeks after Metro Boom's mom passed away, Drake was asking him about a beat or a song, and that's probably what alleged to their split.
Shit, your job only give you. No, I'm just fucking with you. Your job only do give you like a week. It'd be like, yo, all right, nigga, come back. But no, again, I think from Thug's perspective, and I guess even having this whole I'm not snitching, I'm not like, shut the fuck up. If you somebody throwing 25 to life at you for some shit you ain't really do, you telling to. But
that's a fact.
For him to be able to, like, in that sense, like I said, I keep going to, but he's in jail. He's like, yo, I don't know what's happening. Like, I'm just talking. I'm looking at the same four walls. I'm protecting my booty hole. I'm like, I'm here. Like, this is my freedom. I'm on the phone to talk. I would talk my shit. So I get that. I think for him, just again talking about, like, and you have a different perspective because your freedom is taken away. When he was outside, he's probably doing the same shit that Future was doing it to an extent. Now it's like you can't. It's like all you can think about is if I'm going to see my kids again. So you see what other dudes have and other people have, and they taking it for granted. You feel me?
That's
even the Drake and Metro shit. He said Metro, Drake, call the president. Drake wasn't talking to that nigga though. But at the same point, like, all right, yeah, Metro, like, y'all both was tweaking. Like, Drake, yes, decorum. But 3 weeks, like, come on. Just tell him he can't have you don't want him to have the song.
Not make 2 albums on him. But did you get to see the podcast video of him and Big Blink?
Nah,
Big Black, I think his name, Big Blink Black.
Nope, didn't care that much.
I saw it. This nigga said if we go to jail, Whoopty Doo. I ain't fucking with no nigga who says, yo, Whoopty Doo for spending your whole life in jail. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell too. Shout out to Gunna. This nigga said, Slick, did you not hear that point where he said, Slick, I gotta find the clip, Slick, because this shit is.
You gotta prove to me what I say. If it's me, I'm telling. I don't give. Ask me what you want. I am telling. Don't tell me shit that's gonna get me off.
Come on now. You say, yo, if we get off, all right, whoop-de-doo. If we go to jail for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. Slick, I'm sitting here like, what? Hold on.
Wasn't going.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo.
I'm not going to jail for a nigga who says that, Slick. I'm letting you know that now. No, but I watched the interview. Honestly, he's hurt. He's hurt because these are some of the closest people to him in that trial, and some of them did snitch. Some of them was playing games, and he gave a little more in-depth on his beef with Gunna. He basically said, yo, Gunna came out. First of all, what he did say is a gang did affect his case, even though his lawyer said it didn't, but they were just keeping it P at that moment. But he also said, yo, Gunna, you came out, gang, and you ain't check on my mom. You ain't send me no bankroll. Pluto sent you a bankroll. Ram sent you a bankroll. Drake sent him a buku bankroll. And Gunna, you ain't saying nothing and support anything, but you trying to make it seem like we're cool. So he gave a little more in depth on his beef with Gunna. But all I say about this, Young Thug, stop explaining yourself. I know how it feels when you feel you misunderstood. You don't think people understand what's going on, but this is the internet, nigga. Niggas are making tracks about you saying whoop-de-doo. Niggas do not care. The internet is a simulation. It's not real. It doesn't matter if you was trying to clear your name, but you can't clear your name in this. Once this shit been placed on your name, niggas not gonna forget it, bro. But he also issued an apology to Mariah the Scientist, to Drake, to Gucci Mane, to Lil B. No, Lil B. I said Lil B Slick. Lil Baby. And I think he's doing too much, man. Just get back to the music. He just announced a new tape that's supposed to come out next week, or September 19th. Just let the music talk, Young Thug. You feel me? We played the closing argument at the beginning of this episode. Calling niggas rats ain't gonna save nothing, bro. Just let bygones be bygones. You got your probation for 10 years. Just take your freedom and go move on with your life, gang.
Facts.
Simple. But you know who's not going to let his disrespect go, Slick? GloRilla, Slick. Checking the Twitter DF, Slick. She just dropped a diss track on his name. I want you to react to it. This is your first time hearing this, Slick.
You about to annoy me?
Brianna.
Oh, all right.
I ain't gonna lie. They say this is Memphis, not like us, Slick. That's what they say, Slick. This is not like us.
It made me.
If you don't know, during those jail conversation, he was keying with his girlfriend, saying how GloRilla look ugly.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta hype your girl up. But nah, just because she play, I gotta play this classic record just because that was fire.
That was a great sample. If you don't know this song, you too young. You ain't have a TV.
Facts. That's a fact.
Let's go.
Look at that nigga. Look at that nigga. Look at that nigga. Look at that nigga.
Splat.
Look at that nigga. 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 Look at that nigga.
Boy, Chuck's gonna shot in your back looking at that nigga.
Oh my God! Shout out to that. No.
Hot style. They had one, boy. Shout out to
Yeah, I think that was an appropriate diss from GloRilla. I think that was great, especially because you feel me, which I don't like because Mariah the Scientist was just with her last month and stuff, keying her face, but you was over there on your friend on the phone with your boyfriend, saying she was ugly. I ain't gonna lie. You was wild for that, Young Thug. And then real quick before we get to, Drake, man. LMA, my boo, is releasing her new single on Friday. Tell her. I just want to sit here and say I appreciate you, LMA. You feel me? You've been gone too long and I've been missing you. Finally you got off that crust of that nigga ACL. Fuck that nigga. But shout out to you, LMA. I've been around. I've been around since that get-go. From back then, I got evidence. So I'm here for new music from LMA. She's a mother now. It's like
Could have been records.
All right, Slick. Let's get into this big debate that we was having pre-production. Iceman episode 3 happened last week, Slick. And me and you have two different versions of it. So Slick, you go right ahead. What's your opinion on Drake's Iceman episode 3?
I was fucking with it, and this shit was an hour and a half, and he ain't dropped no slaps.
Oh my God!
He dropped no slaps. I'm a fan.
I just got you back into OVO, Slick. You see, he might announce a new podcast network. You see, he got Bobby. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later, but we could be signed to OVO podcast network. Gang, stop messing up the bag.
I'm not messing up the bag. I'm a Drake fan. I just said I didn't feel like none of the songs had sticking power. The artsy, like the Pinocchio shit, the layout, like that shit was cool to me. But I was like, it was definitely an hour and a half. I can't get back. I was waiting for it. Dog Days, like I said, you got me. I upped it from a 5 to a 6 when we played it off the what's it called. But I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like Drake, his heart not in the beat. Maybe these are burning tracks. His heart don't seem like it's in it, bro.
You don't like the little snippet stuck on you. Everyone will be stuck on. Come on.
It's no slaps. It's no slaps.
Okay. Let me ask you before you continue. What type of song do you want Drake to do? You want an introspective song? You want him to talk about his money? Talk about women? What type of record would you want from Drake?
All right. Remember before All the Dogs dropped, and I was like, this not it. And then I was like, nah, it's just the first 4 songs. And then I was like, nah, it's just the intro. It's just the way it starts, like the first 2, right? What did I say though? Because he was actually talking on the records. It just was the structure of the songs. I feel like he has the ingredients for good records, but he's not saying nothing. It sounds like, again, these are all burner tracks or reference tracks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the reason they did Somebody Who Loves Me, like the remix, they dropped it in that to show like these are like the reference tracks for what the real singles are going to sound like. You feel me? And if that's the case, he got it. But until that's it, I'm just like the opening to the Doghouse, fire, the beat, fire, even Yeet smoked it.
But Drake, you're not a Yeet fan, which I'm surprised you're giving him.
I'm not a Yeet fan. But I just felt like Drake wasn't saying nothing. Like the hook, Molly make her dance with her ass out. It sounds good till I'm like, this nigga.
He repeated a couple times.
I have,
Like,
but then, it's like, but then I'm like,
check back in 2 weeks.
But I'm also like, damn,
2 weeks.
that's all we got, Drake. You ain't there was no clever line, no nothing.
You don't like Como? The little song he was freestyling. He wasn't really freestyling, but he didn't have the audio playing. He was rapping it himself in the car.
I feel like I said, if it's proven that a lot of these are just loose songs and you know the real joints is in the cut, then okay. But right now, like I said, I don't know where we're going with this. I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, come on now. Don't jump off the OVO bandwagon, man.
I'm not. I'm holding him to a standard that I've become accustomed to.
That's funny because I feel like other people do not hold him to a different standard than they do other artists, which I don't like because it's like you're never going to be satisfied with anything he does. And typically what I realize is most of his songs do not get public praises until years later, which is kind of crazy because all his songs, even his 2 classic albums that people are trying to take from him now, I read the first 2 weeks, niggas hated those albums. The first 2 weeks, like Take Care and Views. But my opinion on it, I do kind of agree there was a lot of instrumental playing, which it could be as far as Dead Space, but I can't criticize it too much because this is live. And there was a point of the episode of the stream where he was talking to production. I guess they forgot to mute that part where he was like, yo, right here. So you could tell like he's actually like him driving to the car, him going to these places. It's all planned out and it's happening in real life. Even the little club moment where Yeaton did was happening in real life. So I appreciate the cinematography of it. I think it's amazing. He has some great shots. Now, I'm gonna be honest, as a Drake fan, Drake stan, whatever you want to call me, I think he is going a little too much with the conspiracy theories. I think at one point, maybe in episode 4, episode 5, I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, you're going to have to start being more direct at this point because the whole Easter eggs that you're trying to do is getting too much. It's too many now. It's too many. Like, I know you're trying to tell the story through different parts and different things because he had a lot of great. As a person who loved just cinema, he had a lot of great shots, especially him sitting down with the other person where everybody else was standing around was a great scene. Even though when he's at the restaurant, it was a great scene. Even in the pool area is a great scene. But I think for episode 4, I hope he be more direct with his intention or give more of the plot instead of just trying to like leave us hanging and making us come up with random theories, because that's also a lot of opinion of mine too. I fell victim to the theory prior to this episode because if you on OVO Twitter and you just watching the conspiracy theories, a lot of people say, yo, this is it. Episode 3, this is where he talks about the red button. It's when he pushes it. Yo, Nike changed their logo to red. Everybody was saying this. Yeah, he's gonna release the song Who Has It, because that was the intro that everybody wanted from episode 2. So you went into episode 3 having these expectations because of what you've been reading on Twitter, because I follow certain people that have inside scoops, and it kind of the expectations versus reality kind of fucked up my overall view of episode 3. So I learned that for next time to stay up with Twitter and just enjoy it for what it is. And also there's a lot of theory that he didn't really release the songs, or he just put random songs, because when he did announce it, this is the first time he announced it prior days before it actually streamed. That same day, a lot of artists was talking about releasing something, and at the end, at 12 o'clock, nothing got released. So there's a lot of theory in that. Overall, I appreciate the cinema of it. Episode 4, episode 5, I think you should wrap it up, gang. Release the album. Talk your shit from now on, gang. I'm with it. And for those songs, that's just how I feel. I like the first half of it. The second half of it, Basuda, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody Loves Me Part 2. Cash Cobain already released a snippet of this way long ago, so I already knew about this. I think it's if you like sleazy type of records, it's great. If you like the, it's a vibe song. Now, I highly disagree with Slick's opinion of Doghouse because the Doghouse thing is referred to what he calls his mosh pit at concert, and this is a concert type of song, and this was kind of like an ode to them because he's been highlighting the Doghouse mosh pit in his concert over his course of the tour so far. So I think this was ode to them, and then also just him and he has a great relationship. And he also, like Julia Wolf, he supported her back in May. So I like it, man. I've been listening to it this whole entire time since it got released. You feel me? So I'm fucking with it, though. And also see the behind the scenes on how he just freestyle most of the song. I fuck with it heavy. I like Lake Como. You know, it's allegedly, you know, he keeps fucking with Kanye West, man. You gonna make that nigga really be a crash out over here? Because now everybody says that Kim was at the same location he was. We'll see. But I'm excited for episode 4. He's wrapping up his tour soon. And Slick, he did say over the last 2 weeks, he did say the U.S. is going to get a tour. U.S. is going to get a tour. And Slick, if he does announce the tour, we going to the Doghouse, Slick. We're going to the Doghouse. We're not going to be in the stands, Slick. We're going to get our old asses and we're going to be rage and mosh pitting with the young niggas, Slick, okay?
All right, I'm with it. We'll live stream it or we'll record it and drop it so people can see.
And you motherfuckers who was not like us all last summer, y'all better not buy a fucking ticket to the show at the end of the day. You feel me?
All
But
right.
yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Let's run
But
through. Let's run through sports. So we got the people here.
Wait, real quick. What's your thoughts about the Bobbi Althoff interview with Drake? Did you think, what was your pull away from that?
Leave me alone. Let's go. Move on.
Come on now. You don't like that? You don't like my boy liking goth girls? Shout out to my good emo chick.
Shout out to Rhea Ripley.
Come on now. He said he shot her out. I told you me and my guys the same. I told you over here. We over your Sazon over here, over your Slick. Holla at us, yo. We ready to sign the papers, okay? Shout out to you, Angel, from a live podcast. We love you, dude, but over here. And also, we'll talk about Tidal reboot from Naylor because Tidal is trying to start some new shit. But let's get to some sports, Slick. We got a lot of sports stuff to talk about. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Gilbert Arenas' new show that he has with Skip Bayless and other football called The Arena. I think this is amazing. Skip has given chances to a lot of black athletes and black people, and now he got a black person reaching out to him and helping him revive his career. Slick, what's your thoughts?
No, 100%. I think it's a full circle moment. It sucks because like Skip was a brand on his own, so the fact that now he's the second billing to this show is a fall off his study. But at the same time, it's like, yo, shout out to Gilbert. He beat the case too. He probably definitely snitched.
Oh, he snitched. Oh, he told you he snitched. That nigga came out that courtroom jumping and dancing. That nigga snitched. But shout out to that. What's your thoughts about the NBA's new rule on the last second court? It won't count towards the player stat. Would be
Smart.
A team stat.
Smart. Yeah. Let make people get more shots up. Let the fans be wild for the ones that do go in.
Okay. I think so too. What's your thoughts about Ben Simmons being dropped by his agent?
If he's really
with the rumors that he declined the New York Knicks offer.
If he's really about to retire, yeah. Because if I was about to secure you a bag and you know your ego won't let you accept whatever, so you rather just quit. Yeah, I get it. He can't move anymore. His back is fried. So,
is his back really fried or his mental?
Nah, if you both are fried, but I mean, if you think about it, watch him play. He does not move like the same number 1 pick he did in 2017.
Damn, just think, this one playoff game fuck up a nigga's whole career. Slick.
He was already hurt before that, but there's the confidence part too. He never was willing to adjust his game. He would never shoot in the basketball game. He only wanted to play one way. He thought his way was the right way, and it wasn't.
Also, Slick, what's your thoughts about the Kawhi Leonard signing an endorsement deal for a no-show job with a tree planting company funded by the Clippers owner?
If the Clippers owners really did that, they're fraud. I think I feel like this happens more than it's been reported, but I think they just probably did it mad sloppily. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of under-the-table deals from the NFL, from the NBA, but also it's really nasty because it's like Kawhi. If you look at like all the facts of the case, like he was missing games and he got his payment, he went and played. If this is true, and his uncle was asking for mad crazy stuff from like the Raptors and the Lakers when he was a free agent, So it's one of those things where it's just like, dang, bro, like, yo, handle your business. Like, what it makes you think that like you're gonna get away with this shit, especially in this current climate where people got nothing better to do than like dig through the archives and the contracts and shit.
Yeah, and no wonder why he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay in LA. He's from LA. I'm not hating though, Slick.
Yeah,
Because we know this happened a lot because the cap space, a lot of people can't sign people for what it is because they have to sign other people under the cap space. So it's like, yo, hey, I can't sign you for this on the official NBA terms, but hey, yo, I got this company. I could flex you another $30 million. That shit, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I'll take it. Extra $30 million off the table. Not technically off the table because it's still tax. I'm gonna take that shit. No cap. You feel me? Kawhi Leonard ain't do nothing wrong for me. But with that being said, you can't be doing your little off and off playing shit that you've been doing, Kawhi. If I pay you $30 million off the table, my nigga, you better play at least 80% of your games.
If I'm Kawhi Leonard, I 100% blame Uncle Dennis. So this shit clears my name.
Facts. What's your thoughts about the Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather expedition fight announced?
Boxing is becoming an exhibition sport. It's becoming fight night. You can just fight across weight classes. It's not about titles. I think the titles and shit have lost their prestige. The boxing organization have lost their prestige. So now it's just, all right, what's the biggest fight? What's the biggest payday? And the fact that you're doing it on Netflix, this thing and platform that people already have, where it's easier, not easier, but I would assume it's more natural to get it's easier to get brand deals and whatnot. Why not? Why not?
Facts. I mean, because honestly, I blame the boxers for all what's going on in boxing. Young niggas is not making yourself a household name on the media like that. Like, the reason why Floyd Mayweather was getting the money and getting the limelight that he was getting because he knew how to work the media. He knew how to talk shit. He knew how to make boxing look fun because his boxing style is boring. His boxing style is boring. It's more defensive and more counterpunches. It's not made to look for a flashy fight. But he sold that with the marketing. A lot of you boxers are great boxers like Canelo, Terrence Crawford, even Errol Spencer, even though a lot of people are looking down on him now. Y'all great boxers, even Devin Haney. I know Ryan Garcia was trying his best to be sort of a good marketer, but y'all don't market the boxing. A lot of people, if you're not into the boxing world, a lot of people don't know boxers like that for real.
That's true. And I think again, the divisions, you're not getting all the different boxing. You're not getting the prime fights. You got to really negotiate. And that shit takes a long time, so you lose interest.
I agree, man, and that's why Jake Paul is the face of boxing.
That is a fact. You got to give it to him.
All right, let's talk about the fantasy league, Slick.
Skip
All
this
right,
shit, bro. Fuck this shit. Leave me alone. Stop talking to me.
So we finally, like we said 2 weeks ago, we started our NFL fantasy league. We had our draft. We told you our draft went really well. You know, I think me and Slick had a B grade. You know, I think that was bad. But first week happened. Well, that's a recap, Slick.
I got my ass.
How you doing?
I got my ass whipped. My number 1 and number 2 pick ain't do shit, and it's because the person I should have took second went fucking crazy. So no, I don't care. Whatever. Fuck y'all.
Your boy came back. Your boy 1-on-1 in both of his leagues right now. Josh Allen, I fuck with you. I'm a Bills fan. You saved me from my first L in the other leagues. You scored close to 44 points. Yo, Josh Allen, you the GOAT, because niggas was getting on me for drafting you in the second round. But I knew to believe in you. You feel me? You got that quarter black girlfriend or wife. I knew you was gonna do well. And then this one, you feel me, Rome? You can't fuck with me in the NBA. You can't fuck with me in the NFL. You heard? Let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it, Slick. You ain't beat me all last year in the NBA, and you think you gonna come to my lane in the NFL? Straight belt to ass. And then shout out to Gus though. Gus sent me a trade today. I ain't gonna lie, I like it, Gus. I'm not gonna accept that bullshit trade, but I like that you trying to shake up the league. Shake up the league. Make the trades. Let's shake this shit up. You heard? I think Slick this week I think you have a fighting chance this week, Slick.
Nah, because niggas want to be number 1 and the number 8 overall, number 9 overall picks and put up 14 fucking points combined. Oh my goodness. Oh, these motherfuckers, bro. I'm so furious. I was watching all the games too, like, nah, bro, you gotta get a catch. You gotta get a catch. Fucking 7 catches for like 80 yards combined. Should have drafted my running.
You got a 56% chance to win this week, man.
I had the same shit last week, and then niggas got bodied. I was sick. Oh, I've been mad all week. I've been really mad all week. I was just like, yo, there's no. Ask my wife if y'all can talk to my wife. I was mad. She was, you know what she told me? Why didn't you draft Jamar Chase? I almost called. I was like,
Jamar Chase didn't do shit either. That whole Bengals office didn't.
She said, okay, so take Saquon. I was like, I had the last pick of the first round, and my dumb ass forgot to think about Derrick Henry in the second round because I was like, I wanted Nico Collins first, but I was like, nah, I don't trust it. I wanted to feel better.
Nico Collins first?
Yeah.
You would have been.
Nico Collins he was wilding last year before he got hurt. I still got faith, you know, but the fantasy football guys in my job was telling me it's the first week, it don't matter. Nah, I lost to, you know who I lost to. That's why I'm mad.
No, it does matter because we are a smaller league. So the wins and losses count.
I'm about to trade everything. Watch. I make trades in every league we in. I'm trading everything.
Oh my God. We'll come back to you next week. Real quick.
If I lose, I'm gonna crash out like Drake said.
Oh my God. Micah Parsons to the Packers. Your thoughts before we get to song of the week?
Hey, good shit. Green Bay to the Super Bowl. Let's go.
I respect that. He got his first sack too in that first game. Shout out to you, Parsons. All right, let's get to our song of the week. If you listen to this on YouTube, please exit and go to your favorite streaming platform, preferably the live podcast app, which you could download on iOS and Android, or you can find our previous song of the week on Apple Music Players or our Spotify music playlist. Number one, make a crash out. You did. I don't know why Slick don't fuck with this song, but that was Drake featuring Julia Ward and Yeet Doghouse. You can find our previous song of the week on our music playlist on our Spotify music playlist, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. You already know who he's sponsored by, the one and only Heart of Moisture.
This Might Not Go Well podcast is sponsored by Heart of Moisture, your most trusted distributors in all things beauty. From hair products to wellness tools and more, we provide you with access to beauty supplies from wherever you are. Follow us on all social platforms at Heart of Moisture and visit our website at heartofmoisture.com. Let us know how we can serve your community when it comes to your wellness needs. Email us at admin@heartofmoisture.com for more information. Essentials with ease.
All right. Shout out to Heart of Moisture. Go support Black women business. But Slick, we got a couple things to talk about real quick. As a person who educates, what's your thoughts about the whole Teacher Bay debacle that's been going on, Slick?
It's weird. I feel like we told about this before, but I think that you got to remember you're working with children, right? And I think that as somebody that does take pride in their parents, like, yeah, there's a certain line you got to really pay attention to. Like, all fits ain't school appropriate, right? And while most schools don't have dress codes, you got to be able to like, yo, I'm not distracting the kids. I'm not creating a ruckus. Like, there's a way you could be fly without wearing what you wear. If you wear it to the club, you probably shouldn't wear it to work. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes for men and for women. Like, I wear a suit every day. Like, that's my shit. Like, that's it. That's my present, how I present myself. And I think you got to be cognizant, especially working with our kids, because it's like you really need to make sure that they can engage with you and they can see you as, you know, somebody to look up to, not trying to look at. If that makes sense.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna come from a different standpoint. Yo, people, stop using your job as a place of content.
Facts.
This is where it all stems from. Teacher Bay would have never happened. The debate about her would never happen if people stop using their job, their occupation as for content. Stop.
And we keeping it a stack. I think people was trying to use content to get out their job. Everybody looking for that one thing to hit, and they just like, I'm gonna keep posting and keep doing so. And then once you get a little bit of traction and attention, you be like, fuck it. Like we don't see how many times we done had stories like the dude that had the little girls braiding his hair, and like you doing dumb shit. Like you doing shit that you would not be okay with if it was like your child or your partner or whatever in these spaces. Like, come on, tighten up.
And then this is alleged because I don't know if it's true, but there's been talks that she had, Teacher Bay, had a pass in different fields before she came into the educational realm. Now, for you, if you knew you had a pass online in a different field, more inappropriate field in the past,
wouldn't you tone it down?
Would you tone it down? Not only with your outfit, even if you still want to wear the outfits that you want to wear, you would not try to make content off of it. Would that not be the smarter play,
like,
Slick?
Take a step back, mama. You wildin'.
If you had like a pass, especially that that might not align with an educator, I wouldn't be posting about it that I'm doing this now. Especially if the digital footprint is real.
Niggas be haters. Let's keep it a beam. Let's keep it a beam. People be hating. So yeah, that's a tough one. I'll be like, yo, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, mama.
Come on now, but shout out to you, Philby. You look amazing though. But stop using your work as a because I see it on TikTok all the time. I see nurses doing wild stuff. I'm like, yo, stop using your occupation. Yo, do your content in the freedom of your crib. You feel me? You could do whatever you want there. And if they find out your content, then they can find out your content. But don't use your occupation. Then y'all be surprised when y'all be getting fired from your jobs. Like y'all don't read the fine print in the agreement in your jobs. But Slick, you feel me? I know you don't run through this problem, Slick, but have you ever ran through a problem where you had gotten bad food? How do you handle that situation, Slick?
Have I ever gotten like from a shorty? Have I ever gotten bad food from a girl? Nah. I got like maybe one of it was like a joint cook for the squad. And it was like, oh, it's all right. You maybe should have did this, but it's all right.
How did you handle it? Because if you want to play a little snippet of the New Royal Mall
from a girl that's nasty.
I had the plate. I throw the plate in the trash.
Just flip it on its back. I'm gonna flip the plate back over. That don't work. And I'm watching you eat. She's watching you eat. It's not when you at like grandma house and somebody nasty made like the fucking tuna fish salad and you can just.
How nasty is it?
It's a 5 out of 10.
I'm not eating no 5 out of 10. I'm not doing that. But yo, I ain't gonna lie. This is a little bland. This ain't a little more flavor.
You gonna say that to her?
Yeah.
I would want to.
I gotta eat.
More be capping. Can we just say that? Like more be talking like he that nigga, and I just be sitting here like, bro, relax.
Yo, he's the son of Rockefeller. He's the son of Rockefeller. Come on now. He was with Aaliyah 1 week before she died.
That nigga be lying his ass off. Let's keep it.
Okay, but just to go off the topic,
if I'm not sure about the food, I'm gonna take a little small helping. Cause if it's like at least I try to be nice. I'm like, but let's be honest, like, yo, you fucked that up.
but come on, you know when shorties cook for you, especially that first time, they look it, they see you, they wait for you to take that bite of the food, they waiting to see your reaction.
Get a small plate just to make if I don't know how you cook, if you can cook, I'm like I said it like this.
Nah, I need your fake voice. Tell me right now. You just made some rice and gravy. You just took a bite of it. It was nasty. How you react?
Right, hold on. That's how you got some salt.
How was it?
It's good. Cool. It's cool. You know, I shouldn't have ate before I came over here. I know you told me not to, but McDonald's had the $7 meal.
You smart.
I'm like, yo, put that to the
side. Before.
Yeah, wrap it up for me. You know, I tried to. You want me to try the chicken? All right, put a little chicken on there too. Put some extra gravy on that because that shit going right in the dumpster when I leave. How was the? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Sorry.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie, and
I tough it out. Like if it's a 5-6, I'm like, all right, that just means it might need some salt. If it's like a 5-6, and it's like a 4, I'm like, oh, this just the chicken's still white, it bleeding on the inside. Chicken not supposed to be medium rare.
Yo, if she can't cook and she can't be some,
but it's like it's levels to it. Like
you gotta cheat on her. Like,
bro said, I gotta leave you in the street. You gotta know. Yeah, cooking respectfully. I've been lucky. The girls I've messed with have been able to cook. So I was like, I've never had that run into that problem. I guess you could say like, oh yeah, you can't cook. I'm not ordering out. I don't even like you that much.
Facts. Now, ladies, if you cook for him and after you cook for him and he starts telling you, yeah, we could eat out, and he's trying to take you out, then letting you. Because the thing about it, ladies, too, is maybe I'm spilling milk on men business. Yeah, after you cook for a nigga, a nigga not trying to take you out no more. He waiting for you to cook for him more times than he take you out. If you cook for him and he still want to take you out and not have you cook for him, your cooking is trash. He just don't want to tell you. I'm just gonna let you know that right now, shorty. Respectfully, respectfully, your shit ain't hitting like that. And he rather spend the money than get a headache from telling you and having that sit down conversation with you. Yeah, and I respect that. Now, speaking of dates, Slick, the Mandy clip, Slick. This tennis star has a new requirement before she goes on a date with someone. Slick, can you play it?
She said, I no longer date for free due to the behavior of men. American tennis player Sashaya Vickery, she revealed that she now requires a $1,000 pre-date deposit, citing past negative experience.
Let me ask you, does she sound insane?
At this point, we just need to wear badges that say, hi, I operate as a... I expect this to be more transactional than me really caring to get to know you. To me, that's the problem with everything that I'm seeing online.
When we said this, they said you hated women, not me. They said you.
Facts. Hold on, because we were supposed to pod about something because we tweeted something out on our official Twitter account where we were supposed to come here. I ain't gonna do it.
What happened?
You know, it's 2 weeks. I let it go. I let it go. The expectation versus reality, remember? But we're not gonna harp on old things. But Slick, $1,000? You gotta pay a deposit.
She's not even cute
to go on a date with shorty because of her own negative experience. Slick,
I'm not that nigga.
You not my type of little shit. You not. Yeah, nah. You are not. Respectfully, if I have to pay, not just her, but if any girl comes to me like, yo, $500 for my time to take me out, and then I gotta pay for, like, shorty, this is let me just give you $500 for the pussy, and let me just go about my business. Respectfully, at this point.
Normally I'd make fun of you for that, but actually, that's a fair point. I just, like I said, we was on this topic 3 years. I think maybe it's because it's like the internet is just dead now. But I'm like, yeah, no, that's corny. Like, respectfully, like, unless you in rich circles where it's like that's something y'all do, that's cute. But that ain't for me. If I gotta pay to hang out with you, I'd rather hang out with somebody else.
Facts. Might as well just cut through the chase because what the hell? Oh man, it's the dating world. If you got your girl, even if she might be a headache, fellas,
you gotta stand beside her.
Stand beside her. It's cheaper to keep her than to leave her.
Like, we shall overcome.
Slick, you could play the zombie one. Slick, I want to know what you would do in this in this
the apocalypse. Like, all the zombies are just freaky as fuck, and like they're not trying to kill you or eat your brains or anything. They trying to touch you and eat. Yeah. Imagine we had a freak zombie apocalypse. Like, all the zombies are just freaky as fuck, and like.
How would you act in a freak zombie? Can't get it out. How would you act?
Imagine you trying to run to get some like supplies and stuff, and a freaky zombie just body rolling and shit. Like, yeah, come in, come and get this zombie, this undead coochie. It got maggots and stuff in it, but it's for you. No, bitch.
I'll be like, wait, no, don't suck that. Nah. The ASAP Rocky Bean. Nah, because they freaked out. They don't know when to stop. They gonna suck all the juice out you, Slick.
Nah, are these zombies? These zombies is dead. That means they stink. They decomposing. You ain't fucking me with no dead coochie.
I'd be like, oh no, don't eat it off the bone.
That shit gonna forget it's a freak zombie and eat you.
They can't have that shit in The Walking Dead. A nigga will get caught up out here.
Yeah, you too horny, bro. You too horny. You rally.
I Am Legend. That's gonna be me, nigga.
Oh nah,
you gonna see them dashing of I Am Legend, and it's gonna be hella fun over this side. Look,
I'm the nigga that's locked in the crib. Like, nah, I ain't coming out. You got it. Go ahead.
Now, what would you call it? The Walking Diddy? What would you call that movie, Slick?
Damn, the walking dick. That's crazy.
Come on now. Oh man, but you feel me? That kind of sound like Atlanta or Houston, because that's what be going on there. That's basically a freak over, over freaky over there. All right, Slick. This is a lot of scene from a movie, Slick. What would you do if your partner came to you and said, her friends don't think you fine shit, Slick?
Tell you, man, that your friend doesn't. You see, that's what's
with you. Chloe mentioned, she was talking about your appearance, and she was like, Elena, you fine. So appreciate the compliment.
You are?
Yes. Okay. She was like, you're fine. Does he know you're fine? And I said, yes, but Josh is too. And she's like, I wouldn't say he fine. How do you feel about that? Because I think you're so fine.
How do I feel about somebody I'm not married to commenting on the fact that she doesn't think I'm fine?
Yeah.
That's what I'm responding to?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I don't even want to talk about this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, fuck all that mature shit. Fuck all that mature shit.
You heard
tell that ragtail and that bitch, you ugly.
Nah, the way he responded, he definitely felt the way like the bitch that tried to fuck me when you was on vacation. She said I'm not fine.
You feel me? Nah, what you do in that scenario if you find out,
bro,
that they don't think you fine shit?
Bro, I'm a narcissist. I think I'm fine, so I don't care.
Nah, Slick, you go try to adjust your Sunday's best just to make sure she knows that you fine shit.
Because if I don't think respectfully, this might not go. If I never thought she was cute to begin with, it don't matter.
But you a narcissist. You gonna be like, what do you mean? I'm best than some sliced bread.
I don't care. I wouldn't care because if I don't think she's like, I'm like, yo, your friend is chopped. Why do I care if she think I'm fine?
Now, obviously, she wants you to fuck her, so you got to complete the mission, okay? It's like that's clearly what it is.
She was just bored. That they literally they trying to have a storyline. That's the problem because no girl's gonna tell their man that they friend don't think they fine.
Nah, but I don't think it was like to tell her fine. She was basically saying like, you dated down. Like that's how she basically insinuating like, shorty, you dated down. Basically, like you ain't dated nigga the caliber.
And I'd have been like, where's her man at? Who she dating this week? You gotta just fry her. Like,
who cheating on you now? Like, is he still putting his hands on you? You gotta go for below the belt.
When they go low, you go to hell.
Is that nigga still putting his hands on you?
Damn, wasn't your last your last nigga was on DL, right? Now you talking about me not being fine? All right, say less.
Facts. Don't your nigga got 3 baby mamas and only 2 kids?
You caught him trying on your dresses the other day when you came home from church early, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I'm being sneaky. Oh yeah, because okay, even though she probably has settled down for me. Don't tell her that she settled down for me. Like respectfully, like what's going on? Like
sometimes you gotta shoot your girl too. Like, man, you was a hoe when I met you. You had somebody had to slow you down. Like sometimes you got to do the clip of everybody. Like, look, she just got you shot. Look.
Facts, though. And don't tell my girl that she dated down though. Respectfully, that you disrespectful over here. Like
she ain't know. Like you dated down. You ever told her Kehlani was in my DMs?
What? That's the thing too. But Kehlani was in my DMs, and I'm with you, shorty, and your friends telling you, respectfully, like, yo, I could have had this. This could have been right here.
Like you see, shorty at the VMAs, she wanted me. But I'm not fine. I'm pulling cars. Like, yo, tell my wife real quick how bad you wanted me. Like back in the day, you hit me up like last year, like just checking in, seeing things was okay, big head. Like, look.
Facts. You feel me? Don't let me have an interaction with your friend prior to this too, because I'm gonna show her. Yeah, she was on me. Like, I just chose your ass. Okay.
Yeah, so she walk in the crib, you got to be on your phone, just kicking. Like, what you laughing at, man? Oh nah, Tisha just she commented on our picture. She said I still look good, bitch.
Facts. All right, let's get to my choose one, Slick. All right, this week's choose one. Would you rather have anime powers, unlimited anime powers, but it's unstable, or superhero power, reliable superhero power, but it's limited?
I'm black. If I'm black, if my powers is unstable, I'm going to jail. They're gonna activate it at the wrong possible time. I'm a scared white woman. She gonna accuse me of something. I'm going to prison. Then if I'm a superhero power, reliable but limited, I'm cool with that. Let me get a little something. Let me, I don't need the world. I just want to be able to do something cool.
What superhero power would you get?
What superhero power would I get? I'd probably take. Probably easier to emulate a superhero. Nah, give me the Black Panther shit. Like, but only kicking after like 10 o'clock. So I can't be a superhero till like 10 a.m. Like, I gotta wake up and warm up first. Like, if the world is in trouble at 9:30, y'all fucked. I can't come. I can't come.
So this villains needs to do their shit at night. Fuck the city up.
Y'all can wild up. Once my bedtime hit, it's clipped. It's like once that time run out, like from 10 to 10, I got you. Once 10 to 1 hit, sorry, y'all.
12-hour shifts.
You got 12-hour shift. I'm working overtime just in case.
What superhero power would I take? I'll take the Flash. I said this before. I take the Flash, but what would limit it? Like, I could only go like 20 miles an hour or some shit.
Yeah, about to say some shit like that. Like, if you exceed a certain speed, you stop wherever you at.
Nah, you know what? Let me get Batman's power. You feel me? Even though he got like 50 bill, I might get 2 billion. That's limited though.
That's fair. That's a good point. I'll take that. That's fair.
For anime, unstable though.
No, I'm a Saiyan, bro. I'm turning Super Saiyan shit. They want to call me a monkey.
You gonna fuck this earth up.
Yeah,
Would you just go Super Saiyan? You gonna fuck? This is unstable. You turn Super Saiyan, you gonna fuck the whole.
Nigga, I'm gonna be Broly. I'm gonna be out here like this. All right, if as soon as I transform, nigga, you know we all gonna die. Pow, pow, we all gonna die.
Yeah. Give me Deku. Give me Deku, because at least I'm gonna break my arms if you give me Deku for My Hero Academia.
Because if you don't got the healing girl, nurse, or whatever, you cooked. You done.
Oh shit! I
might
have more than a tennis elbow there.
Yeah, you cooked. You fried. I'll probably take. If I'm doing My Hero, I'm probably rocking with Todoroki. I'll take the hot and the cold.
How unstable? Your ass gonna burn yourself. You gonna have nigga gonna ice himself to death.
I'm taking that because if I did Bakugo, nigga, every time you sweat, that shit ignites. Man, you be cooked.
Yeah.
Can't ever play basketball or have sex again because it's gonna be hot. Shit, we all go.
Blow up the
These hot and cold. I can direct it. I might not be able to control it, but I can direct it.
Facts. I agree. All right, let us know which one you choose in the comment section. But I think that's a great way to end this episode. Thank y'all for joining us on this audio journey. Make sure you download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android. Make sure you follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you're in the branding deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgo@gmail.com. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on all platforms, and rate us 5 stars because it helps out with the algorithm. I'm the voice of Outside, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
It's your boy Slick. Y'all be great. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all soon.
Take care.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say it's something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.